I'm back with another Wonder Woman review, again with Batman, but this time it is not going to be spoiler free. And since I already stated my main opinion in the previous review, this won't be as long, hopefully. So I'm just gonna start from the beginning of the film, and I really like how it started off with Diana in the modern time, and she's in Paris in the Louvre, and she's just getting the photo that Bruce Wayne found for her, the original copy, and it's sweet, and he's like, maybe one day you'll tell me your story. And I like how it then just goes and transitions into when she was young, and how it starts from her at this young age, slowly growing up into the Diana that she's now, the Gal Gadot Diana. And it's really interesting because I didn't realize that she was gonna end up being the God Killer. It's what plot twist. And I really like how they did that with how the island is hidden, so then it's all foggy, but then when they go actually into the island, it's all nice and bright, and then it's just completely different than what actual reality is over there. And that battle scene, the choreography for the fighting, it was amazing. All the fight scenes in this film were great. And I didn't realize that Antiope was gonna die in this film, but no, she did. Maybe it should have been a hint when we see we know that Diana has that I'm gonna call it a tiara. I don't know if it's actually called that, but maybe we should have realized that because Antiope had the exact same one, so I probably should have realized that, but I didn't. But it was so sad. And then that scene with Chris Pine in the water, and then he's just lifting up his toes, and he's just being kind of childlike. It was really great. The humor in this film was amazing. Not too much, but not too low, and not inappropriate, placed inappropriately at times where it just didn't need any comedy. But the conversation that Diana and Steve had about Steve being above average, and then it's she's not talking about what you think you're talking about, Steve. She's asking about your watch and stuff. But yeah, and then she's just trying to get the God Killer, where she actually is the God Killer, so that sword is basically useless. But I just love how she's just recognizing the strength that she has. And then when her mom, Hippolyta, she's you know, if you leave, you will never return. And then Diana's if I stay, what will I be? Although I want to know, why can't she return if she leaves? Is it because she'll know the truth about the world, and she knows that if she goes back to Themyscira, she's just gonna maybe possibly feel this guilt, or I need to try to help the world get rid of all this hatred and violence? I feel it might be the latter, but I'm not 100% sure. But it was so sad. It was oh, you're my greatest happiness, but today you're my greatest sorrow. And then that's the last we see of the Amazons other than Wonder Woman. So I really hope, I'm pretty sure that they're going to be in Justice League because they were shown in the trailer. I'm pretty sure they have one of, I forgot the name, one of Darkseid's boxes. So let's hope for some more Queen Hippolyta because she was a fucking badass. She was like, and baby Diana during like that sequence of her training and everything. Hello, mother, how are you today? It was just, hopefully we get more of the young Wonder Woman actresses in future films, maybe in the Wonder Woman sequel, which Patty Jenkins is gonna direct again, which is gonna be amazing. But yeah, and then they're just in England, and I love the whole like Diana trying to find the outfit and everything, and it's like Edda's like putting glasses on her isn't gonna distract anyone. Like they're still gonna be like, oh my god, what? She's so like pretty and everything. And Edda was like definitely a very hilarious secretary. And then the fight scene in the alleyway, like kind of referencing the Christopher Reeves Superman. So that was a really nice nod to the past, because like this film is kind of like respect the past, embrace the future. Something along those lines. And honestly, when I went into this movie, I didn't really know like how these the friends of Steve were kind of gonna fit in, like Charlie, the Chief, and Sammy. But I'm really glad that they were in it because they like brought their own like type of quality that just made the dynamic even better. The No Man's Land scene, that was like spectacular. Again, the fight choreography, it was really great. And then like the embodiment of Wonder Woman, and I love how in this film her outfit is like bright, whereas in BVS it was dark to show like how she knows what's like happened with the world and everything about that. Whereas in this film, she's still like innocent and naive, and it's sad because she's like, oh, we're gonna stop the war. I'm gonna kill Ares. Very, very excited about killing him. She is. And then everything will be happy and man will be peaceful once again, and that's not the case. So that was pretty sad. And then the scene where they're just celebrating, like the town is just happy that like Diana and Steve and everyone else kind of just helped save them. And it's really nice that they like show the intimacy between Steve and Diana, but they didn't like show it too much. That like we obviously know what happened after that kiss, but it wasn't like, okay, we're gonna also show you what happened. No, it's like we don't need like you to see this like saucy scene or whatever you want to call it. It was just, it was good. It was good like that, and that was nice to see. And then I just love how they kind of like paired Steve and Diana. Like Steve is kind of a realist, maybe like a little bit pessimistic because of the war, and then Diana is like this optimist, and she's innocent and naive and just wants to help everyone. And then like they kind of like the interaction between one another, like they help each other grow as characters, because like Steve kind of helps Diana realize that she needs to know that she ultimately can't save everyone and she has to make like these sacrifices. And then Steve learns from Diana that he can't always be like so pessimistic. He has to sometimes like believe, and if he has like this belief, that it can help him like do greater things. And it's just really nice to see that happen. And it was so sad when like Diana got mad at Steve because he was like just trying to protect her, because he knew like that she couldn't kill Ludendorff right over there in front of all the Germans. But then she got mad because the town that they saved, they ended up just getting killed. And then the final scene, like the final like fight scene, like that maybe 20-30 minute remaining time of the film. It was just so sad when Steve ultimately sacrificed himself. It was obvious that he most likely was gonna die, but that the way that they did that, like Diana is just all sad and Ares is like just defeating her, and then she just sees Steve in the plane and it's like the explosion, and then she's so sad, but then ultimately she doesn't let that get the best of her. She realizes that love is like the ultimate power. And then when they were like showing back to when Steve was talking to her and he was like, I wish we had more time together, I love you, and he gave her the watch, that was... One cannot take that much sadness and emotion in a film. And at first I thought that Ludendorff was gonna be Ares, but then I was like, no, that's too obvious. And I was like, you know what, I feel like it's Sir Patrick. He seems kind of like fishy and suspicious. Like, why is he all over the place? And Dr. Poison, I thought she was like a pretty interesting villain. She wasn't there like a lot of the time. She was mainly just there for like the gas. So it was like, she was okay. But the reveal for Ares, and then what I'm slightly confused about, so since Diana then is Ares' half-sister, like, was she still sculpted out of clay? Or what? Jesus is her father. So how exactly did that work then? Like, was what Hippolyta said about her being sculpted by clay and then her begging Zeus to bring her to life true? Or was that just a lie? Because I know, like, she's a god and, like, he kind of created her for the purpose of having to kill Ares if that time came. But how exactly did she come to be then? That's just what I want to know. But the whole film overall, it was amazing. And right now I can't really think of anything else because I'm still like filled with emotions, like happy and sad, and it's like, it's just making you feel all over the place, which is a good thing. The directing was amazing. The sets were beautiful, especially Themyscira. It's all the Amazons were like badass, and like I previously said, I really hope that they bring them back in a future DCU film. And yeah, this definitely has got to be tied with BVS. I know some people don't like that film, but for me, I do, especially the Ultimate Edition, but that definitely has to be tied with that for my favorite DCU film. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a huge thumbs up, subscribe to the button below, leave a comment if you have any answers or what you think the answer could be to the questions I had in this video. It would be very helpful. It would like make me not have to like stress out about these questions that totally keep me up at night, but not really. And yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing I did last video. Goodbye.